Hello, everyone, and welcome to D'PAW XPERIENCE, the podcast where we have real-life conversations about life, health, and everyday challenges people face. I'm your host, Falomoteniola Oluwatishe, and I'm excited to have you here with us today. Today's discussion is proudly sponsored by Kidney Defense. Joining us today is a wonderful guest of mine that would help us navigate today's discussion and answer important questions about kidney health. You're welcome to D'PAW XPERIENCE, Mrs. Abisola Adeyemi. We're delighted to have you here today.
Thank you for having me.
Today's discussion is very delicate. Kidney disease. Most people say, I don't smoke, I don't drink. I'm fine. But are you really fine? People don't know that kidney disease is not caused by smoking and taking alcohol alone. There's a lot more to that. And to help us understand this particular topic, we'll be asking Mrs. Abisola some questions to help us understand it better. So let's get right into it. So we have a couple of questions to ask you, and I will start by saying many smokers and drinkers say, I have been doing this for years and nothing has happened to me. Is feeling okay a sign that their kidneys are healthy?
Feeling okay does not outrightly mean that your kidney health is fine. And not feeling okay still does not mean that your kidney health is bad.
Okay.
Yeah. Many people do not smoke. Many people do not drink. And they have kidney issues. There are smokers and alcoholics that do not have it. Now, this does not erase the fact that smoking, excessive intake of alcohol also has a way of affecting the kidney health. So it does not outrightly erase it out that smoking or drinking is bad or it is good.
Okay. Can you say smoking and drinking can damage the kidney without causing pain or noticeable symptoms?
Well, we mostly in this part of the world, we believe that something that does not cause harm immediately might not be harmful, and that is an assumption in many cases. Now, when you buy a pack of cigarettes, you see on the pack, smokers are liable to die young. However, in our society today, we've seen people who have been smoking for 30 years, 40. As a matter of fact, all their life, they've been smoking. But they are not dead.
That's true.
Now, this is coming back like, you said smokers are liable to die young.
Yeah.
But this person has been smoking for 50 years.
There's like a contradiction there.
Exactly. And they are still very healthy. Now, it does not erase the fact that all of these things are bad. It just brings us to understand that there are realities to life. It's not about how well you live, how cautious you are. And it's not about how carefree you are. May we not be a victim of circumstances.
Amen. That is very... Why do so many people ignore the long-term effects of smoking and drinking alcohol until a serious health issue develops?
If I don't experience it now, the chances of experiencing it in future is quite low. That's the belief many people have.
Yeah.
However, it is important to note that the long-term effect of a particular thing is always most disastrous. That you do not have the symptoms of kidney issues today does not mean you are not battling kidney issues presently that you do not know about. Because kidney issue does not just spring out like that. For some people, it takes years. It takes them to get to the last stage of the challenge before they start experiencing the symptoms. As a matter of fact, I know of a guy that did not know he has kidney issues. He fell sick and he was taken to the hospital. And on getting there, the doctors diagnosed him of kidney issues and immediately he started dialysis. So it does not mean that he just started experiencing it.
Yeah.
It is a build-up. And not getting to the root cause of this causes damage most times. So overlooking maybe a slight headache, overlooking that chest pain might actually lead to a long-term issue that you yourself is not even expecting.
That was actually very, very explainable and understanding. Okay, so Mrs. Abdusala, aside smoking and drinking, what are those things that affect our kidneys without even us realizing it?
There are lots of things attached to this that even we ourselves do not take cognizance of. We take these things every day. First off is painkillers. You have body pain today, you use painkillers. Tomorrow, you use painkillers. Excessive intake of salt, untreated high blood sugar, untreated high blood pressure, all of these things, intake of soda, excessive intake of soda, all of these things as a way of coming together to form big things. Do you understand?
Yeah.
It does not have to boil down to you drinking or you taking alcohol. The little things, the minute things we do not count, they actually count with our health. Because once the kidney starts clogging, once it can't flush out the bad things that are attached to it, there is an issue. So we need to check what we eat. We need to check what we drink. We need to check the medications we take. If medications are not prescribed, we should not just take it. And in this part of the world, we tend to abuse medication a lot. Before any little headache, we are using PCM. So excessive intake of all of these things has a way of affecting it. And also, I would add, obesity, lack of exercise. When you feel like you are overweight, exercising, it does not mean you have to go to the gym.
Yeah.
Just taking
few steps.
Even in your sitting room, move like 10 steps to and fro, like 10 times.
Yeah.
It's a good way to start.
Just little walk.
Exactly.
So, guys, before this problem gets to something worse, please always go for daily checkups, because sometimes you don't even know that there's a particular thing going on with you.
Right.
Always have checkups. Go for your daily checkups and do not self-medicate. Always have a doctor's prescription, please. Moving on. What would you say to someone who believes kidney disease can never happen to them because they neither smoke nor drink?
Never say never. The most careful person might end up experiencing kidney issues and even worse issues than kidney issues.
Wow.
And the most careful person, that person that smokes a lot, that drinks a lot, that person that cannot go a day without smoking, might not even experience
have
it.
The slightest.
It's not really about what you take. Like I said earlier, may we not be victims of circumstances.
Amen.
The most healthy people experience these things every day, and we cannot just say, okay, this is the cause of it. A lot of things causes it. It is surrounded by a lot of things. But then that you do not smoke or take alcohol does not mean you are not prone to kidney disease.
This still falls back to having your daily checkups.
Exactly.
By the time kidney-related symptoms appear, has significant damage already been done?
Well, I mentioned earlier that a lot of people might not even know until they start falling sick regularly. They start experiencing the highest level of symptoms attached to this health issue. So that you're not feeling the symptom today does not mean you should not check yourself. That is why we usually recommend that check yourself. It won't take much from you. Maybe biannually, maybe every 2 months, you should check to know your kidney health, not just your kidney health, even your liver health, your blood pressure, your sugar level. You should always be open to checking the status of your health every now and then, because
it's very
you do
important.
not know when it's going to strike.
The funny may not come like a thief in the night.
Exactly. And
the last but not the least, to someone listening right now who smokes, who drinks regularly, what is one thing you wish they understood about protecting their kidneys? Well,
I do not smoke, so I don't know the joy smokers experience in smoking. However, if you cannot stop outrightly, you can as well reduce it. Reduction of smoking, reducing the alcohol intake to the barest minimum. And even if it's possible, stop taking it at all. Don't take it.
Some say it's not easy.
Nothing is easy. Addiction is the craziest thing to overcome currently. So I understand that it is not easy to stop drinking, to stop smoking. However, you can reduce it to the barest minimum. It takes a step. A baby has to take a step before it starts walking properly. So baby steps here and there is not going to kill.
A day at a time, one day at a time.
Yes.
And we have come to the end of today's episode. I learned a lot from what you've said, Mrs. Abisola. And thank you so much for joining us today on the D'PAW Experience.
Thank you for having me.
And a special thank you to our sponsor, Kidney Defense. We hope today's discussion has helped you better understand the importance of kidney health and the potential risk of habits we often overlook. Remember, prevention is always better than cure. If you found this episode interesting, do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. See you guys in the next episode. Bye.